Hi, I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. I'm going to show you today how to grow Nemesia masquerade from seed. I'm really excited about this one. This is a really super pretty flower and a real showstopper, something that's really different on my website and you can't often find it in many garden centres, so something really special to grow. It doesn't grow very big and for that reason it's really good in pots. It also smells incredible. It smells just like coconuts, so that's why I've put this pot here, because it's a good size of what it might eventually go into, and it can sit on your table like this in the summer and you can smell the amazing scent and people can really see the detail. It almost looks like a masquerade mask. Some people say it looks like the Statue of Liberty. It's really funky. It's got kind of white, purple and oranges and yellows in it. There are lots of other Nemesias you can grow, lots of pale pink ones and white ones and cream ones. They all smell amazing, but I'm really excited about this one because it's going to smell of coconuts. The seeds are quite small, but what we'll do is we'll sow them in trays, then we'll put the seeds on top, then we'll put some more compost and then we'll give it a water. It's quite simple. So we'll just open up the seed packet, and I've already pre-filled my trays, but I haven't filled them all the way to the top. I've left a little bit of a gap because what we're going to do is sow them and then we're going to put them on top. You can sow Nemesia masquerade anytime from February all the way into kind of late summer, late spring, sort of May time. Or you can sow Nemesia in autumn for flowers the next year as well. But I'm going to sow these this spring. Like I said, the seeds are really, really small, so we'll just be very careful when we're sowing these, and we'll try and divide them and spread them out as much as possible, but it's going to be hard. So spread these out here as thinly as possible in these trays, but these don't need light on the seeds to germinate, which is why I'm putting a little bit of compost on top. So once they're sown really thinly, then what we'll do is just add a thin layer of compost on top, about ½ centimetre, but it's not too much. We don't want to have them too deep, but enough that they're covered. Can't wait to have these in loads of pots on the summer table, and I've got all my friends over hopefully for a barbecue. I think it'll be lovely. Just push that down a little bit, just make sure that the seed is in contact with the soil. And then we'll just simply water it. So I sow these into trays, but if you don't have trays, you can use pots like this. There's absolutely no problem. Just use what you have, or if not, make your own pots from things that you've got. Maybe your great punnet trays and newspaper you can make pots from. There's loads of ideas that you can do. So once these are watered, we'll make sure that these are labelled. So we'll label this up as Nemesia, just put mask because I think I'll know what I mean, and pop that in there. And then I'll bring them indoors, but it's really important to note that they like to germinate about 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. So with this one, you want to have obviously some sunlight there, but you don't want it to be on a super, super warm windowsill. If it's going to be warm and a really sunny day, you don't want it to get over that temperature, because if it does, that'll really suppress the germination and you won't get as many up. So you can just leave it in your greenhouse or in your zippy straight away, or if it's kind of early February and you've already sown them, then if not, bring them indoors, but try and keep it in a cooler part of your house and nowhere that's going to be really hot. Once these have then started to shoot and germinate, I'll then move mine into the zippy, and then after that we'll then wait until they're big enough and we'll pot them on and prick them out from the trays and put them into their own individual pots until they're ready to be put into bigger pots in the garden and out and about. But these are really, really funky plants. I think they're going to be really popular. I know that people have absolutely loved them when I've shared them before. So I hope this was useful, and if you've got any questions then let me know, but I really hope you enjoy sowing and growing your Nemesia. Thanks for watching.